Hello, everyone. I just wanted to say thank you so much for Sandy for joining us today. Sandy is a National Marketing Director, 100 Club, out in Alberta, right?
Mhm.
Yes, excellent. And Sandy's been, for me, there's something that really resonates with her. For me, and just it's really a heart-centered leadership, and really the way I like to do things, and encouragement, and coming alongside people, and just really finding out where they are and how to help and move them forward in their way. So I'm really thankful for Sandy to be able to do this for us today. And she's got some really great experience with 90-day game plans. I know you and Michelle have set out an awesome website, the Accelerated Plan to National Marketing Director, and step by step, and have so generously shared it with anyone that wants to use it. So I'm so thankful for that. But I just kind of wanted to pick your brain today, see if you could help us along our way, because we have a lot of our team that really have some big goals, but we've all kind of hit our roadblocks, and just maybe having some expertise from what you've done in the past, what you've seen through your team, and how you could guide us a little bit with that would be awesome.
Yay, thank you. Well, you know I love you. And your team, you guys are just amazing. Yeah, I love 90-day game plans. So back in the day when we were pushing to, make the leap even from 39 club up to 100 club, we would do back to back 90-day game plans. And really, we kind of had this grace period where we knew it was going to start on this date. So like there was a couple weeks or a month of lead up to that, knowing that basically when you decide to go into a 90-day game plan, it's because you really truly are like, you've burned all the bridges. You're doing whatever you need to do no matter what. Like no matter what obstacles come in your way, what excuses tend to creep in, it's like all of those get pushed aside in a 90-day game plan. It's like magic. Like but my son's just started preschool and he's got magic glue. He can't leave the carpet until I pick up the pen. This is what like the 90-day game plan. It's like magic glue to your goals. And so in that time, you just have to say that you're going to say yes. Yes to the play date, yes to the coffee, yes to the visit, even though you feel like eating popcorn and watching a movie. Like you can't turn down any opportunity for an event. Whether it be a one-on-one or in home or anything like that, and you kind of become even more available to your team as well if they're in a 90-day game plan. So if it's basically the 90 days of yes. Really, that's like the best way that I could describe it. And so and two, it's like this is the time where you're putting some more miles on your car, or you're going to that area that someone that said that you would host a party for you that you haven't gotten out to because it seems so far away, and you go and you take the time to go do that. You just kind of like, yeah, it's really rooted in your decision, and a focus of like, I'm doing this no matter what, like no matter what comes my way, because just the nature of life, things are going to get thrown, like little plot twists are going to happen. This thing that you were working on, thought it was going to happen, look like this, might look like that, and just have to be open to what comes in it. But that, just imagine what that focused action can be for those 90 days and how powerful that is for people. Another thing to do is like, get your family to rally around you. Make sure that you're getting them to be a part of the decision that you're going to do, why you're doing it, what your goals are. And then as a family, decide on something that you can do to celebrate, so that they're cheering you on, not going, oh, mom or dad is going to do that thing again. It's a reminder of like, we're in this 90-day game plan, like we're in this together. And so that, those are a couple of the, starting steps and things to kind of set you up for success, and just like remind yourself, let it be a little mantra, all I want to do is sit and watch a show, but this person invited me to this, and it's my 90 days of yes, and just go do it. And so much will come from it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you said you went from 39 club to 100 club. How long did that take you?
Oh gosh, what was it? So I think I went 39 Club in the March of the year, and then was 100 Club by the next conference,
Oh,
the national conference. Yeah, so it, like, clubs just started to fly, and really too, that's a big focus as you're in your 90-day game plan. Also focus on clubs for yourself, for your team. in that time, we started doing qualifier club profiles and really highlighting the clubs as well, because that also helps propel everyone forward. Sometimes we don't say enough about the clubs piece of the puzzle, but that when you focus on those two, they also truly propel your business forward. So even more focus on that and more recognition within your team can be of benefit when you're working on that 90-day game plan. Yeah, it's just kind of like you kind of accept that you're going to be really busy for that time.
Yeah.
That you know why you're doing it, and set your goals. Yeah, set your goals, but don't be attached to them as well. That's the other thing, roll with what comes. If you're in this 90-day game plan and you've asked for some inspiration divinely and you get this idea, you got to follow it, you won't keep getting those ideas,
Right.
or think of someone and then they walk into the grocery store, just open your mouth and invite them to something. It can be helpful to think of what your intention is going to be for these 90 days. That's not the goal. So, Paula, you would know it. People that in fitness, if they say, I want to lose this much pounds, that's my focus, and then they don't do it, they feel like they failed. Yeah. But if you make your intention of, I want to gain more skills in the business, I want to become more confident at bringing up with people I don't know, and put that into the feeling of how, energetically who you want to become, not the goal. Right. Again, no matter what you do in the 90-day game plans will be a success. Right. So don't put so much pressure of yourself, exactly specific, I don't know, but don't make it all about the outcome.
Right. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah. How important is it to have that buddy or have that accountability group when you're doing something like this?
Accountability is huge in anything, and the more you can have a support system and other people to say, you can do it, or, yeah, you did it again, you did the scary thing is, it's so priceless. We don't have it enough in our society. Mm-hmm. So even, that Voxer thread and different things. And I had the privilege of being part of the Brave Leaders, test pilot group in Canada. And that was a big component of it, was having there's a circle of accountability that they have, these little pods have other, 7 other people that they rely on. And it creates a bond and a connection like nothing I've ever seen. And so then you lean on each other, and in that you build deep bonds and sideline bonds and that kind of thing. So having accountability is huge for your success.
Do you have kind of an outline for when you're going to do a 90-day game plan, or when you're teaching them to your team, as far as checking in every day on the Facebook group or the Voxer thread or whatever it is, and doing the assignments on time, or that type of stuff? Do you have kind of a structure to it? Because I know you guys are really, and most businesses that are successful duplication is the key, right? Like being able to have a system that people can follow in order to reach success. So do you have kind of an outline that you try and use for your people when you're in this 90-day game plan as a group?
You know what? It's so what I think that it's like every year what we do gets a facelift. Right.
Yeah,
it might be the same thing, but we call it a different name, and suddenly it's new and shiny, and it's the thing that everyone's excited to do. Mm-hmm. So in that, if you've got a group and it's the 90-day game plan group, you put up a challenge underneath. Everybody needs to post in the comments when they've completed it, or that kind of thing. That would be how as far as the system goes. So the first we did 2 or 3 back-to-back 90-day game plans, and that was kind of the focus for us. And then the summer came and we did a summer camp. And then that was the focus. We did this summer camp. And then we did a synergy surge. See, it's all 90-day game plan. We just call it something else, and it becomes exciting. Just like we always have kind of a theme of events that take on the theme for the year. Kind of, it just naturally happens. One year, Boss Babes, huge sellout in 3 days. We'd have they're huge events, huge propellers. Then last year it was Family Freedom Project. Those got a new buzz. This year we have a whole new one coming up that I'll announce in a little while. A whole other buzz to it and feel to it. It's not much different than what we do all the other time. We just call it a different name and it's more exciting. So even too, as you guys are preparing for this 90-day game plan, and if you feel like you want to bring a new breath of fresh air there, maybe collectively come up of like, what's our intention collectively as a group? Maybe we need to call our 90-day game plan something else that gives us the feel of what we're trying to accomplish with it. And that can, that can be a whole other part of the energy that you're going to create within the 90-day game plan.
For sure.
So keeping it fresh, and then keeping everybody buying into it, and having that, whether it's your upline or your sideline, that you're going to be buddies with, like integrity buddies with.
So do you set the integrity buddies? I haven't heard that before. Do you set people up together? Or do you tell people to partner up?
You know what? We haven't, but within the Brave Leaders course, it's one of the components that comes through. So it could be something that you could roll out in your team, be like, okay, we'll have our accountability page or whatever it is, and then be like, but everyone picks one person that's going to be your person that's going to call you out, come find you if you're ignoring everyone, or call you out on your shit if you're not doing something, right?
Well, I think that, that's really, really important, because I've kind of been, I want to make sure that this group, there is accountability there, but I don't want to call anyone out in the middle of a big group, right? So I really, really like that idea, actually, of having those buddies, because it is everyone's individual business. It's, I can guide just like you guide as much as you can, but it's still, we have to take responsibility ourselves for what's going to happen, what we're going to do, what we're not going to do, all that type of stuff.
And at the end of the day too, if someone's not doing the things, they know it.
Yeah.
They feel it. They're already beating themselves up 5,000 times. All they need is someone to be like, hey dude, I miss you. What are you doing? Let's do something together. I've got you. And then they, another thing too, that you can really do, like, the You Are a Badass books have ripped through our team. It's like a non-negotiable read for people that are coming to the business. Yeah. So get people, that as one of the challenges, to listen to You Are a Badass and You Are a Badass at Making Money too, like Tootsuite, or in prep of the 90-day game plan.
I really liked, so I actually, I'm almost finished the You Are a Badass. I love listening to it. Audiobooks are my favorite. She's hilarious. So like monotone, but what she said, it's so funny. Okay, so that's a really, really good point. Yeah, I really liked her books. They were excellent. So I will put that on the list to do for sure. What would you say to the people that really kind of, some of the activities that we're going to do are going to stretch the comfort zone and what we've been doing in the past, and that really, the hesitation that they might have, that type of stuff? What would you say to that person to really kind of help push them forward into action?
Well, my nature would be like, it's okay. It's okay. You don't want to feel like,
Totally.
That's my one role that I play, but my other role in the business role as the mentor, as the coach that has to say things that might not be the thing you want to hear, but will push you forward. I've just, so many times, if someone's saying, like, I can't do that, I'll be like, you're totally right. You're totally right. If you say you can't, you totally can't. So let's work on the mindset there and shift that to something different, because the words you speak are powerful. Mm-hmm. And if you're already planning your failure, it will absolutely happen. So let's do some more work around changing the languaging about what you're wanting to draw in, Right. So and to the, and to breaking down the story and the reality of the situation, if doing, three-way calls gotta be, in that, if someone feels super scared about three-way calls, then just stopping and like talking around that. Okay, what is it? Let's dig into this emotion. What comes up for you when you think of this person? They would reject you, and then work around that so you can shift the mindset and the fear around what it actually is. Because sometimes we make these big, scary mountains out of something that's really simple, and if we can shift out of that and shift the mindset, that's what I work on.
Awesome. Okay, so can you share with us what you've seen happen in your team and in your own business through doing these 90-day plans? Like, what's the benefit of focusing and working really hard, giving up some things we may love, giving up some sleep and things like that, maybe some time with the family, stuff like that, for this end goal. Can you just share a little bit of what you've seen happen in your organization?
Oh, well, you guys, like I worked hard for 3 to 5 years. Worked hard, like out there, sling it. And hard work is not hard work in the like normal world. It's like juice plus hard work, meeting people, having fun, and doing this business and working on that. But now, like the freedom that's here is just like unbelievable. I stopped saying, I recognize, because there was times I'd be like, oh, I'm so busy, I don't have time to do this. It's like baloney. Like, I do have time I have lots of time, more time than most people that work a full-time job. And like, I would never trade that for the world. I'm totally unemployable now, but it's like, I fill it with the things that I want to do, the courses I want to take, the meditations I want to do, the get my nails done, or blah, 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 self-care, visits, conversation, brainstorming, masterminding. Like, I get to choose my time and fill it with the things that fill me up. And so, was it worth it? Hell yeah. Like all the sacrifices and the late nights and the sometimes feeling like, oh, I'm such, like not feeling like PTA mom, but now it's like, we just get to say yes whenever we need to say yes. And I get to do that with my kids and drop everything, tell the teacher. She's like, because I was like, oh, if you ever need any help in the classroom, she started school, just let me know. Oh, do you work? Well, I work from home, but if you need me, I'll be there. And like, how great to be able to say that, right? So all those sacrifices I might have had to make in those few years, I can always say yes now. It's like, and those years will pass. You'll be busy anyways. So you'll probably be busy building someone else's something. So if you're doing this and you're building and your vision within your vision, why you're doing, what you were put on this earth to do, I think so much like, really look at Juice Plus being the thing that will get you all those things. Like, no one necessarily grows up as a little girl saying, I want to do Juice Plus for the rest of my life. That's my path, my purpose. Right. I grew up going, I'm supposed to spread love and light. I have no idea how I'm supposed to do that, but that's what I'm supposed to do. And then this came my way. But it's like, I've been telling everyone lately, if you've watched those, like America's Got Talent or The Voice, those ones, my daughter and I watch them, and after every performance or whatever, I'm like always crying. Yeah, I know. Like, Mom, and I'm like, I love watching people like follow their dreams and like their passion. And honestly, and I really do. And Anna and Juice Plus, this opportunity, the business is that it's a vehicle so that you can do all that. Like, that's what it is. So I get to do more of my peace, love, and rainbows thing out there in the world because I've got this company and this business that allow me a bigger platform to do that in. Right. So let it be, if you don't know why you're doing it or how this is your so that business so that you can do whatever, figure that out too, so that I can light a fire under you. So maybe you really want to give back to charity, but I've never been able to afford it. Let this be the thing so that you can. Maybe you can create your own foundation, whatever lights you up or floats your boat. This can be the vehicle. So you put in that hard work so that you can dream bigger for yourself. So it is totally worth it.
Yeah, and I'm sure knowing that too, right from the beginning, when you're going through the tough days or all the no's or nobody came to your event or whatever it is, still being rooted in that why and that what the opportunity will give to your family is what keeps you moving forward.
I put a post up on Facebook today. It was like, what was it? It was like, because this is like the motto of your 90-day game plan. Where is it? Magic happens when you do not give up, even though you want to. The universe always falls in love with a stubborn heart.
That's awesome.
So be stubborn and
yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh, that reminded me of the movie. You know the couples retreat movie?
I haven't seen it.
What?
No.
Oh my gosh, you need to watch it with Vince Vaughn. It's hilarious. But at the end of it, they go on this couples retreat and the yoga master guy is giving them their spirit animals and his is a donkey. and it says like, you're stubborn, be an ass for your marriage, be an ass for your job. But
That's hilarious.
that just reminded me when you said that about being stubborn. Just
I totally gotta watch
yeah.
that.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna die laughing so hard. It's the best movie ever. You'd love the yoga instructor in it.
That's hilarious. No, I totally got it.
Awesome. Okay, so one last thing. Just any kind of tips, any last words for us before we kind of get going on our 90 days? Any words of encouragement or motivation or anything like that?
Put yourself in the right state to do it. Like I'm all about raising your vibration right now. So do everything that you can so that you're in that state, so that doing the things that you need to do is supported by your energetic field. Like do a shred before you do a 90-day game plan, or do a shred while you're doing it. Right. Cut out alcohol, cut out the crap that's holding you down and weighing you down. Surround yourself with the people that are going places, like you're that sum of the 5 people you hang around with. So if you're hanging around with people that, are complaining all the time and, hating on life, it's going to rub off. So in these 90 days, surround yourself with all the people that are excited to, make more out of life and feed your brain. Always be constantly, listening to audios or podcasts and don't turn on the TV. That's the other thing. In a 90-day game plan, there is no TV. There's no such thing. You're reading books, you're reaching out to people, you're whatever, you're prepping your posts or whatever. There's no find ways not to numb. Be all here, be so present, and take some mindful moments, whatever that looks like for you, even if it's 3 minutes every day to just breathe. Because I tell you, in those 3 minutes, you do those consistently every day, you're going to get the ideas. The things that you're asking for are going to flow in, so that what you're looking to do in those 90 days will happen. Yeah, so that
awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I am going to stop the recording here.